It was a short chance meeting that occurred, and they did not discuss the Department of Justice's review. And I know that some nonetheless have viewed the meeting in a different light, and both the Attorney General and my husband have said they would not do it again. And the bottom line for me is I respect the professionalism and integrity of the officials at the Department of Justice handling this process. I was pleased to have a chance to sit down and answer their questions today to try to help bring this review to a conclusion.
Hillary Clinton talking on MSNBC today. More now on tonight's breaking news. Clinton expected soon to be the official nominee of the Democratic Party, grilled today in a criminal investigation by the FBI. And what a panel we have tonight. In Washington, Republican strategist and Fox News contributor Brad Blakeman, as well as former advisor to Hillary Clinton's 2008 campaign, Democratic strategist Richard Goodstein. And here in New York with me, independent and conservative radio talk show host, Fox News contributor Tammy Bruce. Thanks all for being with me. All right, I'm going to start with the Democrat. She says it was, Richard, you ready? She said it was a chance meeting. And I hosted a show last night, and the local reporter said that she, as a matter of fact, landed on time, that her arrival, he and his entourage waited 30 minutes before they actually were able to get onto her plane. So it sounds like it wasn't a chance meeting, Richard. How do you explain that?
Judge, you'll pardon me if I'm humored by the coverage I'm hearing on this show of this matter. And here's why. If it was my candidate who was being accused by party leaders of mine of being a racist and a bigot and a xenophobe and a con man, I'd want to change the subject too, let alone somebody who wants to tank the economy, Mitt Romney,
Richard,
Paul Singer. I'm just saying.
Richard. There has never in the history of this country been a person about to be nominated a presidential candidate under a year-long FBI federal criminal investigation. And it's not funny. Go ahead, Brad.
Well, no, you know what? You know what it is? You know what's not funny?
You gave up your time. Go ahead, Brad.
That's fine.
Look, this was not a chance meeting. President Clinton took the initiative by going onto her plane when he knew. Look, he's a lawyer, a disbarred lawyer, but a lawyer nonetheless. He knew better. And in spite of knowing better, he went on her plane, had a 30-minute conversation. And, Judge, this reminds me of the scene in Godfather 2. Remember when the key witness against the Godfather is sitting before a Senate hearing, and he's about to expose the entire Corleone family, and he looks back in the gallery and he sees his brother. All he has to do is see his brother, and he recants his testimony. That's what happened here. All Clinton had to do was show up before the Attorney General, and the message was made.
All right. Well, you know what? He muddied the whole thing up. Tammy Bruce.
Yeah.
What's your take?
Well, look, I think that Bill Clinton, everything he does there's a reason. Nothing is by chance. This is a team. He doesn't do anything without letting her know. This is about the presidential race. I think they feel that this is really the last chance they had. It tells me, and I believe you'll disagree with me, but I think they believe they'll be indicted. And this was an effort that no matter what happens now, this conversation is being had, and the messaging is that no matter whether she's indicted or not, that everyone has a question about whether or not it's a legitimate dynamic or whether it's been done politically. That may have been the reason for his visit. Maybe they didn't talk about anything at all, but I'm also curious about the woman not really being discussed in general about the impact on Loretta Lynch. She may have been ambushed to some degree, maybe did not. He pointed her to her original federal judgeship. Right. She may not have known how to stop him, and that, of course, does not speak well of him.
Are you kidding? She's a tough woman like you and me. I would say to him, get off my plane. I'm investigating your wife.
But for Bill Clinton, he had to know what this would do to her career and to her reputation and to the Attorney General's office in general. That's how desperate I think they are. For Hillary Clinton, look, they've gotten away with a lot of things in their past. They're consummate politicians, and Americans can learn through this about what certain people are willing to do, and we have to decide if we believe we deserve better.
All right, Richard, I'm going back to you now.
Thank you.
The fact is that she spent 3.5 hours with the FBI discussing the server. She has come out and she gave a very interesting statement, basically basically, there wasn't all that, everything's great, there's zero chance I'll be indicted, everything is good. It was like, and I'm not going to say anything else. Sounds like she's a little more concerned. How did you take her statement today?
I think it would have been altogether unwise, and frankly, you would have been down her throat if she had said anything. Look, because you would have said she's trying to kind of, play the referees a little bit. The fact of the matter is, if you look at any of the statutes that are even arguably pertinent here, she doesn't come close. Classified information, this was all classified way after the fact. She's smart, but she's not clairvoyant. She couldn't look into the future and know what emails she was getting that were going to be later classified.
All right, she's not clairvoyant, but Richard, answer this question. The woman is the head of the State Department. What the hell is she doing for 4 years if she doesn't have any classified or top secret information on her emails? Was she playing dominoes with her friends?
Yes. So as you know, Colin Powell had it, and his successors.
No, he did not. Don't muddy the waters. He did not have a server. He had a private email.
Judge,
totally different.
There's a separate system for classified, and just like she had a private server. Colin Powell did too. It was just called AOL. It wasn't in his basement. But he used a private server as well.
He had a private email. You know what, Brad? You take it.
That was handled on a private system.
And he used the government system. She stole our prop. You know what? I'm staying out of it. Brad, you go.
Look, I was in the White House. We were given explicit instructions that if we used, even incidentally, our email of our personal account for official business, it would expose all our emails and we would be fired. Secretary Clinton made a conscious decision to exclusively, and this is the difference, Richard, exclusively use private email for all her official business. Richard, it doesn't matter what documents are stamped. It matters the content. She knew what the content was or should have known, and that is the standard.
All right, go ahead, Tamara.
Add a little something here about beyond Hillary, about Bill Clinton himself. It's not just about her. He also is a target and a witness, because this investigation also encompasses the Clinton Foundation, the money that her influence, but money that was taken in that affected him as well. So she not only met with the spouse of someone who was a target, but a man who himself would be, and a man who would be a witness in both instances. That's what's so shocking about the process, and why I think that you will see an indictment. And I think this is the one way that they can say, look, everything that's happening to us now is political, and hope that it moves them past through the election itself.
That's very interesting. All right. And that's not all. More with the panel is straight ahead, so stay with us. Nobody move.